A home dinner starts with the right foundation. We place the skillet on the stove. Pour in olive oil. Add butter. The mixture of two oils will give the chicken a golden crust. We take chicken thighs and start preparing them. First, we carefully cut out the bones with a sharp knife. Guide the blade along the bone, gradually separating the meat. Work slowly to preserve beautiful pieces of fillet. Now we remove the skin. Catch it with the knife at one edge and carefully pull it off with our hands. Here and there we help with the blade where the skin holds tightly to the meat. See how easily it comes off when you do it right? We get clean, tender fillet without excess fat. One last step remains. Cut the chicken into neat, small pieces. Make them roughly the same size so the meat cooks evenly and absorbs the flavorful sauce. Each piece should be fairly large. This way the chicken stays juicy inside and gets an appetizing crust outside. Season each piece with salt, pepper, add fragrant sweet paprika and garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Now the most important part. Thoroughly mix everything by hand so the spices evenly coat each piece. This will create rich flavor and help the chicken develop a beautiful golden color when searing. Pour the thighs into the hot oil. Hear how appetizingly it sizzles? Carefully stir with a spatula so each piece evenly develops a golden crust. The chicken is already starting to change color. The spices are releasing their aroma. Meanwhile, let's work on the side dish. Take 1 pound of potatoes. Cut into large pieces, roughly the same size. This way the potatoes will cook evenly and won't fall apart during cooking. It's important not to make them too small. Tiny pieces will turn to mush, while larger ones will give us that fluffy texture for future mashing. Put the prepared potatoes into a pot of already boiling water and let them cook until tender. A pinch of salt and immediately stir gently with a spoon so the potatoes are evenly seasoned and cook perfectly tender. Back to the chicken. Flip each thigh with the spatula to brown evenly on all sides. While the chicken cooks, let's work on a large onion. It will become the base of our fragrant sauce. Cut in half, make neat lengthwise cuts. Now turn into small cubes. The more evenly we cut, the faster the onion will release all its sweetness to the sauce and create that silky texture that coats each piece of chicken. Flip the pieces. They've already developed an appetizing golden crust. The chicken is ready, and now carefully transfer it to a plate. Look at this beautiful color, exactly the result we need for making the sauce. Put all the onion into the fragrant oil where the chicken cooked. Sauté over medium heat, stirring with the spatula, until the onion becomes soft and golden. This will take a few minutes. The onion will absorb the chicken juices and become the base of our rich sauce. While the onion simmers, let's prepare the garlic. Slice 4 cloves into thin pieces. This cut will allow the garlic to distribute evenly throughout the sauce. Now the garlic goes into the skillet with the golden onion. Carefully stir with the spatula. It's important not to let the garlic burn, or it will become bitter. Sauté for just about a minute. Now let's work on the sun-dried tomatoes, 2 ounces. Place them on the board and start chopping. Cut each tomato into small pieces, then chop further with the knife. This way they'll better release their rich flavor to the sauce. These aromatic pieces, with their concentrated taste, will be the highlight of our dish. Continue cutting all the tomatoes evenly. It's important that the pieces are roughly the same size for even distribution in the sauce. Done. Stir the onion and garlic until evenly golden. Now add the chopped sun-dried tomatoes. They'll give the sauce a rich, slightly concentrated flavor. Carefully mix all the ingredients so the tomatoes distribute evenly and start releasing their aroma. Smoked paprika, the final note in our spice bouquet. Add half a teaspoon and immediately stir thoroughly with the spatula. This seasoning will add deep, smoky aroma to the dish, so characteristic of the best meat sauces. Pour in the chicken broth. It immediately sizzles and starts absorbing all the flavors from the bottom of the skillet. Stir thoroughly. The potatoes are ready. Let's take them off the heat. Pour the heavy cream right into the center of the skillet. With gentle motions of the spatula, combine it with the fragrant base. The sauce takes on a beautiful creamy color and tender coating texture. Dijon mustard will add a piquant note to our sauce. Stir thoroughly. It's important that the mustard completely dissolves and creates perfect flavor harmony with the other ingredients. The chicken returns to its fragrant home. Carefully place each thigh into the bubbling sauce. Hear that pleasant sizzling? Now, gently stir so each piece is completely coated with our creamy sun-dried tomato sauce. While the chicken simmers in the sauce, let's work on fresh parsley. It will add a bright note to our dish. Finely chop the greens with a sharp knife, and we're done. Final touches. Carefully stir our dish so the sauce evenly coats each piece of chicken. Generously sprinkle with fresh parsley. Look at that rich color. The potatoes are ready. Time to turn them into silky mashed potatoes. Pour warm milk right into the pot. Add a generous piece of butter. It will provide the needed tenderness. And our little trick, a spoonful of cream cheese for special creaminess and rich flavor. The potatoes have become the perfect base for mashing. With the masher, carefully mash the mixture until smooth. A few confident motions, and it becomes incredibly tender and fluffy. The cream cheese gave it that restaurant-quality texture. Done! Time for the final assembly of our dish. Carefully plate the fragrant meat in thick, creamy sauce. Each piece is infused with all the flavors. Next to it, form fluffy portions of mashed potatoes, creating a beautiful presentation. Look how elegantly this combination appears on the plate. The finishing touch. Generously sprinkle with fresh chopped parsley. The bright greens enliven the dish and add freshness. Our juicy chicken thigh in fragrant creamy sauce is ready. Sun-dried tomatoes and tender mashed potatoes with cream cheese create the perfect combination of flavors and textures on the plate. And here our dish is ready for tasting. The chicken turned out incredibly juicy. The meat literally falls off the bone. The mashed potatoes are so fluffy and tender, and the taste is simply amazing. The creamy sauce with sun-dried tomatoes complements every bite. A restaurant-quality home dinner is ready.